Final match in the round of 16 of USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX. Two teams from the USL Championship matching up here. Group 7 runner-up Indy 11 with a new face, taking on Birmingham Legion FC, the Group 8 champion, tapping on All Reliable again. Devin, knockout round. Whoever wins this one going on to the quarterfinal, you can feel the tension building.
Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Mike, that's not me telling them who they're going to play next. That's me calling an audible because they're bringing in an alternate. Tell you what, Indy 11 have to like their chances, especially getting the blessing of Martin Rennie, which I did this morning. But Kaylor Hodges has other ideas. He's one of the hottest in this entire tournament.
He's been playing Rocket League since its release, playing for Birmingham Strong Fund. Incredible numbers in the group stage. Caleb Ramp, new to the equation here. Martin Rennie, though, seems positive.
Yeah, positive, but you have to carry perspective as well. Kaylor Hodges has to be one of those top 5 that I talked about. And no code red for this man. He's going clean for this match.
We've got Birmingham and Indy final ticket into the quarterfinals on the line when we come back.
We know perfect's not easy, but when you only use tea leaves instead of powder or concentrate, finding the right leaf is the difference between meh and perfect. Red Diamond. Expect perfection.
AT&T has connected us for over 100 years, and we're doing everything possible, especially now, to keep you connected. Through the resilience of our network, we can learn, share, and keep together.
At Red Diamond, we've spent 112 years searching the world for the perfect beans. Your search will be considerably shorter. Red Diamond. Expect perfection. Available at a grocer near you. When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond. Available at a grocer near you.
USL eCup Rocket League Edition brought to you by HyperX. Devin, Birmingham and Indy, both among the top 7 scoring offenses in the group stage.
Pretty much all the big boys are making their way into the round of 8, and an opportunity for Birmingham to do the same. But I tell you, Mike, Indy 11 seem to have found something in Chad Irvine, but guess what? He's not playing anymore. They throw another little curve into this entire eCup, and God only knows what's going to happen. I stopped thinking about it a long time ago because I can't figure it out.
Kaylor Hodges misses wide on his opening foray into game 1 of this best of 5. And Hodges goes over the top of Caleb Ramp and grabs the opening goal.
Look at the Legion of Doom. Legion Hodges eyeing his prey from afar. Look at him suspecting as he roams the wondrous plain, dropping the ball from a distance for the opening goal.
An Indy 11 supporter for years and years, member of the Brickyard Battalion, podcast host. Indy 11 started with Jordan Farr, then Chad Irvine. Now Ramp is behind by 2 in his first game in the tournament. It was a bit of a risk playing a new guy. It hasn't totally paid off yet, has it?
This is going to be even more difficult if he keeps making mistakes like that. Got to stay on top of the boost, Mike. Watch the subtle little steps that go on in the middle of the field. Notice how he basically pulled an axe out, cut his car in half, then put it back together to score his second goal.
Well, we know how the second goal happened, Dev. How'd the third happen?
This is actually a circular saw, Mike. Notice the assistance from the athletic staff on the sideline telling him that he had to cut it at diagonal in order to put the car back together. That's super glue that enabled him to do so.
Hodges knocks it to the side. Devin, this is going to sound like fait accompli, but here we go. Mountain Dew is a proud partner of the Birmingham Legion FC.
Kaylor, stop. He went out and got himself another sponsorship. You all dog you. Sandbagging.
You know, with the logo, I think it's more of a Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. What was the other one? Red triangle? Red diamond? Red light special. He's in trouble. This is beautiful. Look at the challenge. Oh, yeah. Blue light special. Other end of the field. 4 goals. I mean, Mike, you got to be honest. Sometimes when you walk into a room, you know you know. And when this game started, we knew that we knew who knew, you know?
Precisely. 4-0 here to Birmingham Legion inside a minute and a half, looking for another. Steered aside by Ramp. And Ramp knocks it forward, although he's off target.
Stay on target. Stay on target. Oh, he's got nauseous.
Loaded up by Ramp, and the incline denied.
My seasickness was creeping in on that one.
Hodges' power shot steered away by Ramp. Excellent save by Ramp, living out his name. Trouble brewing. That's a goal for Hodges. He's up by 5.
Too much dilly-dallying in the middle of the park. Cannot play with it that long. Tell you, learned that a long time ago. Mom used to take my toys away, stick me in the corner. By the way, weren't we supposed to lend my my timeout chair to someone? I forgot to put that in the mail.
Hodges from distance. That's high. He follows up and hammers it in. Birmingham Legion in game 1 taking a stranglehold of this game.
Old school game, Mike, that you learn when you're young. We call it power and finesse. First one from distance, but look at the tiny little touch in front of goal to finesse this into the back of the net. Just tap it in.
Devin, you could even say he's dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Two minutes remaining in game 1. The goalkeeping pretty good here from Ramp. He's made 3 saves already and was able to keep that out of harm's way. Strong challenge again.
Fortunately for him, Mike, they changed the rules, so you actually have to score now in order to progress in the match.
Hodges will wait this out and tap it in. You absolutely have to get the ball when you're going to go out and attack like this.
Yeah, he loves to play this down off the boards, and watch him. 9-iron? Nah, just a nice little punch 6 down in the bottom corner. He lays up. He knows what he's got in front of him. Got a whole nother test ahead of him. A whole life that's out there, Mike, yet to be ventured. And nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Cleared aside. A 5th-generation family-owned Birmingham-based coffee and tea company. At Red Diamond, perfection is their craft. Only real coffee and tea. No shortcuts, no compromises. Visit reddiamond.com for more information on products, like the ones Kaylor Hodges enjoys. This one's on the house.
As smart as he is, I have to wonder, Mike, if he didn't take the outright payment up front, I got a feeling Kaylor Hodges got stock options on Red Diamond Company. I'm just saying. He seems like that kind of guy that sees the future and knows what's coming his way.
It's 5th-generation family-owned, but I think Hodges deserves a piece of this. Bounding forward, couple dribbles, and Hodges sneaks in at the final moment. Final minute. And Hodges is going to have an easy 9th goal. Boosts it all the way downfield. 45 ticks to go game 1, and this one is firmly in hand.
This has to be kind of the cleanest 9-0 we've seen so far. I mean that in the sense of it's not extravagant play out of Kaylor Hodges, but there's not necessarily a lot of offensive threat coming from Ramp. It's kind of just happy-go-lucky, Okay, breakfast time. Let's play around a little bit. Now it's dinner time. No lunch though, Mike. They skipped lunch. It's that intermittent fasting that everybody's talking about.
Terrific effort one way by Hodges to keep that out, as Ramp looked like he was in pursuit of his first goal. Ramp blown up. Birmingham looking for their third shutout so far in the tournament in 7 games. Can't keep this off the line. Double figures for Legion Hodges.
Shocking. The only time he didn't get to double figures, Mike, was that match versus FC Tulsa. Also gave up 6 goals in those 2 games as well. Other than that, he's been pretty stout on both ends of the arena.
At this point, it'd be gravy for Hodges to add another. He lifts it over the top of Ramp, who literally ramped off the car and out of the picture. What an 11th goal for Hodges.
Country fried steak and eggs, over easy, hash browns, wheat toast with butter, and gravy. Gravy on top, Mike. My favorite meal. Once again, Kaylor Hodges living in my brain. Get out of there, son.
And game 1 is over, and Birmingham takes a dominant performance to get a 1-0 lead in this best of 5. Game 2 in the final round of 16 match when we return.
Imaginary lines that lie between us, it's just lies. You see us beyond races and classes. One day we'll all dance and raise glasses. See, we are one. This doesn't have to be a zero-sum game where some lose and some gain. Time, space, distance, it's all relative. Think about it. We're all relatives. No time to build walls. We got bridges to mend. And that's the beauty of us. The beauty of blend.
Everyone at Honda wants you to be safe. And right now, you need a car you can count on and your dealer to go the extra mile. So if your Honda needs parts or service, we're right here ready to help. Working to follow all government guidelines in order to get you what you need and help you stay safe with a reliable car that's ready to go when you need it.
It's USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX. Birmingham Legion 11-0 over Indy 11 in Game 1. And the Group 8 champion, Devin, in the top half dozen, not top half Baker's dozen, been through this.
Donuts again. Mike, I warned you. You bring it up, it's going to be the death of me. Donuts, Mike. Donuts, donuts, and more donuts. We already got one in the form of a shutout.
Hodges top 6 in almost every offensive statistical category that we teach. Bounds away from Hodges. Ramp off the back wall. He could have had the opening goal in this one. It would have been quite the turnaround, and instead he's out of boost, and Hodges carries it in. The pendulum swings one end all the way to the other.
It's always about the boost, Mike. Rich people live in Beverly Hills. Famous people live in Hollywood. Lucky people live in Birmingham. That's right. Write that down.
Oh, what a finish by Hodges. Almost overran the goal, and he's able to tip it in. Devin, temper that excitement, buddy.
Sorry, cat got my tongue. That cat in the background again. I can't find him. I got
Devin,
no
you
litter
don't
box.
have a cat.
Nope. That's what you think. I keep hearing these weird noises, this meowing in my head.
Brian Dunstep talking, actually.
Oh, Dunny.
Ramp rolls that in. Indy 11 can breathe. They finally have their first goal. It comes 6 minutes, 10 seconds into this match and into game 2.
Now we have a problem. Watch out. Starting to ramp things up. Now, what would you do if it was in this situation? I might, I don't know, meow at someone. Meow.
Decent effort to get a piece of that in the air. He follows up with a good challenge at half field. But Hodges rises up. Excellent to parry that out by Indy.
Watch the counter, Mike. Here it comes. Crispy goes vertical.
This off the ricochet. Any chance Indy had to make offense out of that goes up in smoke. Devin, the fundamentals for Caleb Ramp are pretty solid.
Are you asking me to agree with you, or how does this work? I'm not really sure what to do right now.
When he challenges, better than you were back in the day, better than 50-50 chance of getting thrown out.
Fundamentally, Mike, the system is flawed because you have to be good at the good things, but you also have to be good at the great things. And if you're not great at the good things, you can't be great at the great things.
Ramp.
See? Rest my case.
Much tighter game here in game 2. Hodges got a piece. This could be a real dagger if he can find a way to get it in. He wasn't even on the field to enjoy that, but Hodges certainly getting enjoyment out of a 3-1 lead.
Notice how good he is, Mike, on the quick counter going the other direction. His explosion into the final third rivals the best and all that we have seen in Rocket League.
Hodges circles, delivers. Cleared, and then boomed into the top corner. And Birmingham, now with 100 seconds to go, look like they have game 2 in hand.
Not yet. Give him some Mountain Dew. I mean, he's getting paid for it. Hook him up. The trainer when he needs him. Tommy Stone, where are you? Little help here. Ice cold Mountain Dew.
Look at this effort. Hodges is stunting now.
Code Red, opening up the district. Look at him. Oh, the demolition of districts from distance. Taylor Hodges, take a bow, my friend.
You know, Devin, there's a high likelihood some fans don't know that Billy Walton, the OKC Energy player for their first 2 games, retired after frankly complaining that performance-enhancing drugs were being used in this tournament. Taylor Hodges wasn't even in the group with OKC and yet still felt the need to defend himself from that scandal, said, "I've never used Mountain Dew Code Red." But Hodges right now has put his Indy side on red alert. They may be out of this tournament in the round of 16.
How can it not be? He's giving me the sweats, Mike. I'm not exactly sure what to do with my hands. There's a lot of physical and emotional trauma to my body. But more importantly, maybe Walton should have been on the juice.
Final minute. It was 11-0 in game 1. In game 2, it was 2-1. The last 4 goals have come from Birmingham to seize control. Can he take this off the bounce? Goes off the front bumper and winds out to half field. Hodges, believe this!
7th, Mike. He's got to go all the way up to heaven to get this one. Look at this. Rising to the occasion. It's right down the middle. But for Ramp, he's just been out of position a lot. And the fundamentals, as you said, they're there. But it's got to go much further than that. And you're starting to see the Fanatics kind of wean themselves out of the crowd right now as we moved into the final 8, and expect to see Taylor Hodges do the same.
Hodges waits, lifts, wide, can't get the bike. Better offensive and defensive performance from Indy 11, but it's still not enough. And the Legion out to a commanding 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Game 3, USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX.
I want to thank all the medical personnel and first responders who are battling this crazy pandemic. We really thank you so much for everything you guys are doing, and we really appreciate y'all.
On behalf of Sporting KC's organization and myself, I want to say a special thank you to the frontline care workers who continue to put their lives on the line on a daily basis. You guys are the true heroes, and we appreciate all the hard work that you guys do.
The USL eCup is brought to you by HyperX. Check out the new Cloud Alpha S Blackout Edition at hyperxgaming.com. Birmingham and Indy into Game 3 in this best of 5. Devin Kerr, Mike Watts on hand. As Birmingham, Devin has made pretty quick work of Indy 11 thus far.
They've also worked quite fast, Mike.
How quickly can they get in front here? That bounces away. Indy's got to recover. He's out of boost. Cheekiest of chips. Legion Hodges leads again. Birmingham last year, Devin, made the playoffs. Indy 11, one of the front runners this year, without doubt. You felt Birmingham was a real dark horse in the championship.
Oh, my God. Knocked over a little bit. How about this? Oh, there's your dark horse, Mike. Come back to haunt everybody. You got to make him an offer he can't refuse, Mike. And basically what's going on here, outside of the 1-1 draw, yes, I thought they were a dark horse, but I actually thought they were more than that, to be fair, coming in. I thought they should have been given a lot more credit for the offseason work that they've done. They're going to struggle a little bit more than my initial thoughts because J.J. Williams took off for Atlanta United. But still, quality squad, and whenever we see them back on the field again, expect to see a quite high level.
Hodges circles, gets the flyby, and grabs the lead back. 2-1 Birmingham as they try and close out this 5-game series in 3.
All right. The other thing you got to remember here, Mike, is, what do I always say? Don't anger the beast. Don't poke a sleeping dragon, and never, ever, ever put a box of donuts on somebody else's doorstep that lives in my neighborhood.
Hodges. Devin, it sounds like a lot of fans have made their way out of the building. They know most likely who's going through here, and looks like it's going to be all 8 champions of the groups getting through unless Indy stages the comeback of a lifetime.
If you were a cat, you could just get a new life, right?
Something like that.
Well, we all have 9 of them, if you're a cat. Where is that cat?
3-1 to Birmingham as it stands. Hodges using that backboard, and Indy's made the fatal mistake again, although this time they recover, dribble, try and get over the top. Instead, it's a long trek back for Indy 11.
Oh, see, it's Koi. Oh, nice little back challenge there. I like it from Ramp. He's not willing to concede that easy. Use the boost, my friend.
Here comes Hodges at the last second, knocked away by Caleb Ramp. And Hodges aims for the corner. He missed it high. Floated, backflip across the face of goal and out the other side.
Oh, there's the defense shout. Bring the heat.
Oh, the bump and the finish.
Who's a fire starter, Mike? He's a fire starter. You know, just getting it all right, getting stronger. I don't like the fact that he's given up 2 goals, but that's okay. Maybe he's sharing, and sharing is caring. And if you care, you buy donuts. Again, it's all about the donuts.
Hodges, now he's in 4th gear. He is driving into the next round. He's up 5-1. Hodges off the crossbar and bounced away. Surely he's going to try and have a second go. Birmingham Legion up by 5 now.
He deserved the first one, Mike. Beautiful strike from distance, but still had the composure to chase it down. Remember, when you're one-on-one, you got to do it all by yourself.
Bounces into the Indy end again. It's another fake out by Hodges. Hodges into the corner. Ramp riding up, then down the wall. Hodges knows he can wait him out and shoot from distance. Minute to go. Legion surely moving on now.
You have to wonder, Mike, if Kaylor Hodges is still on the same training regimen that he was in the group stage. Remember, there was the blister game. Tommy Stone didn't necessarily know if he was going to let him play. You had the accusations of the code red. I mean, there's a lot flying around. He was, in fact, on the intermittent fasting. There's just so much going on, and yet still, he's able to stay the course.
Hodges will take it out of the back. This portion of the match brought to you by HyperX. Check out the new Cloud Alpha S Blackout Edition at hyperxgaming.com. 30 seconds to play. Hodges. No way could he score from there. He'll look for one more short of the death. But that's our margin. Indy 11 are out. And Birmingham are through into the quarterfinals. All 8 group champions are moving on. USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX, continues with highlights next.
We know perfect's not easy, but when you only use tea leaves instead of powder or concentrate, finding the right leaf is the difference between eh and perfect. Red Diamond. Expect perfection.
AT&T has connected us for over 100 years, and we're doing everything possible, especially now, to keep you connected. Through the resilience of our network, we can learn, share, and keep together.
At Red Diamond, we've spent 112 years searching the world for the perfect beans. Your search will be considerably shorter. Red Diamond. Expect perfection. Available at a grocer near you. When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond. Available at a grocer near you.
Highlights in USL eCup Rocket League Edition brought to you by HyperX. Indy 11 are out, Devin, because Birmingham Legion played a nearly flawless Game 1, and Game 2 and Game 3 weren't far behind. Birmingham, one of 8 teams to make it through, and they were all group champions.
Controversial decision, Mike, to change the overall strategy and rotate your players, and it came back to bite them. Felt like Indy had some quality momentum coming in. Chad Irvine set them up to be successful. Unfortunately, they're going to end in the first round of the knockout stages. But Kaylor Hodges, another beautiful performance. He's going to move on, and Union Omaha, those buttery little birds, are awaiting them in the Final 8.
Our coverage will begin again on Tuesday next week as these quarterfinals are particularly juicy. Can Tucson be stopped? Can Omaha be stopped? We're going to find out. Some of the front runners are going to be sweating it out over the weekend. For executive producer Mike Friedman, and of course our producer Sharni Yerke, Devin Kerr alongside Mike Watts saying thanks for watching USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX.